For your personal projects, do you like ruminate it the idea for a while, or does it just like suddenly pop in your head? How do you do it?
I think they're very different processes. So my personal process is there's usually an idea or a feeling. That feeling could be as simple as, for example, I love airports. I love the feeling of being in airports because being in airports, people saying goodbye, people showing their love to each other, a lot of these highly emotional moments. So with that idea in mind, my personal process would be I go to the airport, just shoot a bunch of people saying goodbye or saying hi to each other, shoot my family, like showing these emotional moments. After that, with all these random shots, I would want to edit them into something that I enjoy seeing and watching, and then I release that. Um, Sometimes there would be like a voiceover element to it where I would write down the voiceover while looking at the film, and then they all come together in that single video.
Going to the airport and getting shots, is the flow and the story you want to tell, does it develop as you're getting the shots and you see how it's going to fit together, or is it all in post, or you just go back and look at what footage you got?
I think I really enjoy the aspect of improving with it. So there will always be a strong idea in my mind. For example, just airports. What do airports make you feel? And then with that, everything else is improv. So that means where I shoot, what I shoot. If there's something interesting in the moment, then I would do it on that, focus on that. Then the editing process is very improv as well. So it's just like figuring it all out. For me, what helps with the process in editing, which I enjoy the most, is the editing process. Is I find a piece of music that I feel conveys the emotions I want to convey. With that piece of music being the foundation, then I find whatever shots fit the music and tell the story through that. Then when I'm satisfied with the emotional impact it has, then that's when I release it.
Okay, so that's one thing I wanted to ask you about, because as somebody who does some creative things, whether it's writing a article, or even for people in their personal lives, if they're uploading to their social media, how do you judge when something is good enough? Or
Well,
because it can always be improved, right? You can always go back and do a little bit more editing, get it a little tighter, or what have you. So how do you decide, okay, it's good enough, I'm going to release this now?
I'm sure you experience the same thing when you're editing the podcast, right? We're like doing um, stuff like this. It's a very good question because like something I've been trying to figure out as well. I think back then my approach was I keep editing until it's perfect to me. And that could mean just like working on it for 3 weeks or 4 weeks, like cadence as to my ideal cadence for releasing videos. But then, so for a while, I took on the approach of fuck it, let me just do something I enjoy that looks nice and then just release it. But I'm starting to realize that the method I prefer is really just not rushing anything, but working on it bit by bit, day by day, until I'm really satisfied with how it makes me feel, at least, or how it looks to me. So that if that takes 2 weeks, let it take 2 weeks. But also just trying to find the balance in that.